Good morning, Michael Walsh here with Roger Norgel, Norwal Farms. Thank you for joining us today. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell to be alerted of any new videos, and hit the like button. That does help our channel. And please share this video with a friend and leave us a comment. Today's video is an ongoing update of the farm. We've had historic rainfall amounts here near Milwaukee. Milwaukee proper, there's some places got 13-14 inches of just a lot of flooding. We ended up over the last several days from the weekend and then here the past few days with about 6 inches. So we'll show you some of the issues that we've had here. Nothing major, but it did affect some of the landscaping. And then I've got an update in here, the worm issues with the lambs and the ewes, and we're getting ready to turn the rams in with the ewes, and just a lot of things that we need to be done. So once again, thanks for joining us at Norwal Farm. There's our rain gauge, and this is from yesterday evening all through the night and then all day today, and it's just now sprinkling now. I think we're about done getting some rain, but this is the most we've had in one rainfall that I can remember here, and that's been 4 years. It is Sunday morning, August the 10th, and yesterday evening and then all night it rained really hard. We had severe thunderstorms, and we had 3.9 inches of rain overnight and this morning. So all things considered, we're very happy with how all this held up. You can see the gas tank is right there. Let me back up a little bit. So very steeper slope here, so with the rain coming down, it just shaved that blanket off and then washed the silt down here over the drain. But for the most part, the drain did what it was supposed to do. And I haven't been around the other side. Roger went around and he said on the far side it did the same thing. So what we're thinking, but the rest of it held up really well. Very pleased with it. And you can see here, this is only the highest that the water came up here. So the drain did serve its purpose, and we're going to have landscaping here anyway. So it covered the drain a bit, but it didn't overflow the drive at all, and that area out there did what it was supposed to do. So all in all, we're very pleased with what happened. We're thinking now what we need to do. You can see how this stabilized that whole area there. We'll probably need to just extend this bed on back and kind of go in there. And with rocks, we've got plenty of rocks, just stabilize the face of that, and maybe even behind the gas tank there. But to withstand 4 inches of rain, and I mean it rained really hard during the night. You can see the riverbed here. It came down where it was designed to come down to the end, and then it just cut a channel right down there, which he's going to extend that on down anyway. So the rest of it held pretty well. So anyway, that's it this morning. We got to get some worm samples on the lambs and ewes today. We're supposed to get more rain today, so we're going to kind of play it by ear. And the sky's looking a little dark. It's about I don't know, about 7:30 in the morning right now. So anyway, all in all, we're pleased with how the berm held up. Area along the driveway is done pretty well. Got a lot of good grass coming up there. This washed across, which we knew it would. We got to get some seed sown in here, which we're going to reseed this to pasture. That'll work then. This actually didn't. I think we kind of need to build this up a bit higher so it goes in there. That area there is low. So need to get that done. And then that area along there washed down some. So, but all things considered, it didn't do too badly. We just need to bring this area here up so it flows more into there. You can see where it's just going past the mound and out that way. We had that heavy rainstorm. I'm over here at Tony's across the highway where the goats are. And it blew down this box elder tree under the fence. So we spent about, I don't know, 2-3 hours redoing this fence. We actually had to cut it right here because it came down on it. Couldn't pull it under, so we had to cut the wire there and pull it through. And then we went up and over it, and we cut the limbs as best we could. And then we just set this fence out away from that fence. So we got it going again. We've done a pretty good job on this. They were there a week. Sunday was a week that they've been over here, so we're probably thinking another 3 or 4 days over here, and then we're going to have to shift the paddock and find another space for them, which there's more to graze over here. We just got to fence it off. But you can see Garrett laying right there. And then there's some goats in there. They're climbing on the trees and stuff. So they're clearing it out pretty well. They have most of the tree vegetation trimmed up. Now we can let them work on the underbrush and the weeds and stuff in there. But they're doing a really good job. We have scanned and sampled all the lambs and ewes. We're still waiting for one more. She didn't have any stool sample up there. She already defecated before we got her in the chute, but that's the last 5 numbers of their electronic ID tag numbers. So we've got all those in there. What we did was we ran them in this pen, and then we run them around there, and then I just go in with a gloved hand and withdraw some stool from the rectum and put it in the sample. So number 49 here, yeah, she was empty, so just got to give her a few minutes to work some more stool up there, get her sampled. And we send all these into Louisiana State University. They have a low-cost fecal program. It's $5 per sample, but you have to next day air them on refrigerated container, and that usually runs around $35 to $40. So if I'm just checking 1 or 2 samples, it's more cost effective just to have the local vet do it. But since we ran into the wormer problem with resistance, we're sampling all these animals, and then the ewes are the mothers of these lambs. And we're going to try to figure out which animals are shedding higher numbers and eliminate those from the flock. So we've got to wait for her to produce a sample, and then we'll ship those in tomorrow and probably have results Tuesday or Wednesday. This is a group of lambs that were really wormy, and we've dewormed them 2 separate occasions. First time was totally ineffective, second time was marginally. So we've sent stool samples in on all of these, and then their mothers are out there, and we've sampled all those. Should have those results back hopefully today or possibly tomorrow. But they're looking better. The hay, the second crop hay that we baled, got rained on a lot, and it's just not good quality hay, and I was trying to feed that, and they just weren't doing well. I've located some grass hay, not a lot, but I've had a couple bales of that, and they ate it right down. So I elected to go ahead and open up the first cutting baleage. It tested really well, and these guys are big enough now. I think they can consume enough volume that they'll get their nutrient needs met out of that. So this is the first cutting of baleage. It tested really well. It's about 60% moisture, but you can see there's really good leafy material in there. It's got a greenish brown color, which is normal, but has a really good aroma to it. So the lambs are eating it pretty well. So we're going to go ahead and feed this right now. And we're on track to cut the hay out here next a week from today in the evening, and then bale on a week from Friday. So once all that's done, we're making baleage again, and then we're going to spray off the hay field, and then we're going to no-till drill in pasture mix and turn all this into pasture. So that's the plan for the upcoming week. When I pull this out, it comes out in fairly, obviously, thick slabs and are really heavy. If I put that in the feeder like it is, it's really hard for the lambs to pull that out. So I shred it up, and it doesn't pack in the feeder as heavily, and they can pull it out easier. I thought he had left the knives in the baler on this cutting, but he did not. There are 7 knives in the baler that will chop it up. So this next cutting, we're gonna put 4 knives in, and that'll make these stalks 4 to 6 inches long. And you can see they're about a foot long there. So when they pull it out, that leads to more wastage. So if you have smaller size, it should be easier for them to pull it out and easier for them to consume it. So that's our plan on this next one. The lambs are up there eating it, and it's easier for them to pull it through when I shred it like that. So that's encouraging to see them going after it like that. You can see the one on the other side reaching up high. They're just finishing up the grain out there, but they're looking much better. Filled that feeder's about half full yesterday afternoon, and they ate most of it, so that's encouraging. We just got to get some good nutrition in for these guys too. So that's where we're at on here. I will post the results of the stool samples, and then we'll let you know what our plan is going forward. The other thing today is I've got to get the ewes in, give them their selenium injections. The 2 Jacob ewes, I got to trim the wool around the rear end. I'll probably just, it's called tagging, or crutching. I'll probably just crutch all the ewes in anticipation of breeding, because the rams are going to go in about a week. So we got to get that done today. I ordered some new cutters and combs for the clippers, the shearing clippers. I had them kicked out of my hand. I broke a tooth on the old comb, so it's a good idea to have some backups. So I ordered additional ones there. And then this particular company where I ordered them, they have a sharpening service, so I can send those, and there's a pretty quick turnaround on it. So we're going to get that set and adjusted, and then we'll go down and get the ewes in and get them trimmed up. That's the old comb. You can see it's got a broken tooth right there, and then this is the old cutter. It may still be good, but I'll hang on to it, but I'm just going to put a new one on since I've got it. We'll clean this up and save it, oil it up good, and store it so it doesn't rust. Just finished crutching this ewe. See, I trimmed it around there in the tail, and just to get that cleaned up. Both of these are our Jacob's ewes, and when we bought them, they had never had lambs. And so you can see how it is on this sheep here. The wool is much thicker, and it even gets longer than that. So in my mind, it was likely a physical barrier so that the ram could not penetrate the ewe. So the first year we just trimmed them off, and they've had twins every year since then. So that's just part of our fall breeding routine with them. We're going to weigh them now and give them their selenium. I didn't record a close to this video, so I'm doing it from the office. Finished up with the ewes, got them all weighed and crutched around the back there, so in their selenium injections, so they'll be ready for the ram to be turned in. We'll probably turn them in possibly today or the weekend, but we got to bring them up from their pasture, put the marking harnesses on them, and if I turn them in today, I don't think the ewes are cycling right now. They might be here shortly, but that would give us early to mid-January lambs, which is good. And so we'll turn the Suffolk in with the Ile-de-France ewes, and then the 3 Suffolk ewes we're going to breed to our Dorset Cross ram. His name's Cracker. So we'll get that done and get them marking harnesses on them and get ready for breeding. So once again, thanks for joining us at Norwal Farm. Have a great week.